we're ready, and I hope you are too. I'm Mrs. Henry. And I'm Barney. And we are here for ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. It's our story time from the Palos Verde Library District. Are you ready for some songs? Yeah. And some stories? Yeah. And some fun? Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and begin. Mrs. Henry, I would like to sit and watch today. That is always okay, Barney, okay? Would you like to go down and sit on the floor? Oh, look at that. He's right here at my side. And I know that he is going to do some American Sign Language with me, and I hope you will too. This is a song that has some words that instead of just using our voice, we can use our hands, and that's called American Sign Language. This word means more. And this word means together. And this word is one of my favorite words. It means happy. Happy. And I hope you like this word too, friends. Just point and hug your pointers together. That means friends. So you can sing this song with me, and you can try to use some of these American Sign Language words. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Another good way to say you're happy is just to clap your hands. So if you want to say happy, you can clap your hands. You can go like this, or you can say, oh, I am happy. And you know what? I know Barney is happy. He told me he was because he had a great breakfast. Yep, he's full of energy and he is happy. And he wanted me to tell some stories and sing some songs about what he had for breakfast. That sounds like a good idea. But I was a little worried about one thing. He had juice. And I like juice, and he would never do this, and I would never do this, but somebody, oh no, they left a bunch of juice bottles just scattered around. That is not the best thing to do with juice. You should put bottles in the recycling bin when you're done. So why don't we do that right now? I wonder how many we're going to have to put in the bin. Why don't we count them? Can you help me count these? 1, 2, 3, 4, and way up here, a blue one, 5. 5 bottles of juice on the floor. Why don't we sing about that? 5 bottles of juice on the floor. 5 bottles of juice. We put one in the recycling bin, and now there's 4 bottles of juice on the floor. That's still too many. 4 bottles of juice on the floor. 4 bottles of juice. We put one in the recycling bin. There's still 3. This one fell a bit. 3 bottles of juice on the floor. That's too many. We don't want any bottles on the floor. 3 bottles of juice on the floor. 3 bottles of juice. We put one in the recycling bin. How many are left? 2. 2 bottles of juice on the floor. But we don't want 2. We want 0. 2 bottles of juice on the floor. 2 bottles of juice. We put one in the recycling bin. How many are left? 1. 1 bottle of juice on the floor. Still too many. 1 bottle of juice on the floor. 1 bottle of juice. We put that in the recycling bin. Yay! No bottles of juice on the floor. We can take those and get them recycled, and there's not a mess of juice on the floor. So good job, everybody. Did you enjoy counting those bottles too? We can count our fingers too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, Barney did not have 5 bottles of juice, But he did have some breakfast, and what he had was porridge. And one of Barney's favorite rhymes is about porridge, and I like it too. Everybody likes porridge, right? Well, in this rhyme they do. I'm not sure everyone really likes porridge. And this is a special kind of porridge called Pease porridge. So I'm going to do this rhyme. You can clap with me. And if you know it, you can say the words too. You ready? Pease porridge hot. Pease porridge cold. Pease porridge in the pot, 9 days old. Some like it hot. Some like it cold. Some like it in the pot, 9 days old. Now, I like this rhyme because you can change it. What if you say, Mrs. Henry likes it hot? Mrs. Henry likes it hot. Mrs. Henry likes it cold. Mrs. Henry likes it in the pot, 9 days old. Or you could even say, Barney. Barney likes it hot. Barney likes it cold. Barney likes it in the pot, 9 days old. You know what we all say? Yum, 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 yum. Well, thinking about bears and porridge does make me think of a story. It makes you think of a story too? Wow, I wonder if it's the same story. It's a story with bears. But wait a minute. The story I'm thinking of has 3 bears. I'm going to have to find some more bears. Wait a minute. Here's one. There's another bear. I need one more. I wonder if I can find one. Oh, there's a bear. Do you know what else we need for this story? Can you guess her name? Goldilocks. Yes, this is the story of Goldilocks and the 3 bears. And fortunately, I have enough bears. Once upon a time, there was a great big Papa Bear, a middle-sized Mama Bear, and an itty-bitty baby bear. One morning, they were having porridge for breakfast, but it was too hot. It was way too hot. So they decided to go for a walk in the woods while it cooled. What a nice idea. But then along came Goldilocks, and she opened the door to the cottage. She walked right in, and she saw the porridge, and she decided to try the great big Papa Bear's great big bowl of porridge. And she tasted it. Bleh! Too hot, she said. Then she tried the Mama Bear's middle-sized bowl of porridge. Bleh! Too cold, she said. But then she tried the itty-bitty baby bear's itty-bitty bowl of porridge, and you know what? It was just right. So she ate it all up. Yum, 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 yum. Well, after making a big mess in the kitchen, she went into the living room, and she saw 3 chairs. She tried the great big Papa Bear's great big chair. Oh, too big. She tried the middle-sized Mama Bear's middle-sized chair. Still too big. So then she tried the itty-bitty baby bear's itty-bitty chair. She thought it was just right, but it wasn't. And she broke it. Bah! Well, she got up off the floor and she went upstairs. She saw the bears' beds. She lay down in the great big Papa Bear's great big bed. Too hard, she said. She tried the Mama Bear's middle-sized bed. Too soft, she said. And then she tried the itty-bitty baby bear's itty-bitty bed, and this one was just right. So she rolled over and she went to sleep. Really, she did. While she was snoring away, those bears came home, and they saw the mess she left. And the great big Papa Bear said,
Somebody has been eating my porridge.
And Mama Bear said, why, someone has been eating my porridge. And then the itty-bitty baby bear looked at his itty-bitty bowl of porridge, and he said, why, someone has been eating my porridge. And they ate it all up. And they made a big mess. Well, they rushed out to the living room trying to discover this intruder. They didn't see anyone, but Papa Bear said,
Well, somebody has been sitting in my chair.
And Mama Bear said, "Why, someone has been sitting in my chair." And that itty-bitty baby bear looked at it, his itty-bitty chair, and he said, "Well, someone has been sitting in my chair too," and they busted it all to pieces. They rushed upstairs. The great big Papa Bear said,
Somebody has been sleeping in my bed.
Mama Bear said, "Why, someone has been sleeping in my bed." And the itty-bitty baby bear looked at his itty-bitty bed and he said, "Well, somebody has been sleeping in my bed too. And she's still here." And with that, Goldilocks woke up and she saw 3 bears looking right at her. And she said, "Ah!" And she ran downstairs and ran out the door and ran all the way home. She never bothered those bears again. And do you know what? They lived happily ever after. And that is the story of the 3 bears who had quite a delicious breakfast. Why don't we have one more song about something that Barney had for breakfast? He had apples and bananas. I like apples and bananas too. And do you know a song about apples and bananas? You can sing it along with me and you can clap your hands too. I like to eat apples and bananas. I like to eat apples and bananas. Now it's fun to play with sounds. Instead of saying eat, why don't we use the letter A to sing that song? It goes like this. I like to eat apples and bananas. I like to eat apples and bananas. That was kind of fun. Why don't we try another letter? Can you tell what letter this is? It's the letter E. It goes E. So let's sing it by making a lot of E sounds. I like to eat apples and bananas. I like to eat apples and bananas. Should we try another letter? I think we should. How about this letter? It's the letter I, and it says I. So let's use that I sound when we sing the song. I like to eat apples and bananas. I like to eat apples and bananas. I've got another letter here. Do you know what letter this is? It's the letter O. And I like the letter O because it says O, and your mouth even looks like an O. Are you ready to sing it with that sound? I like to opals and bananas. I like to opals and bananas. There's one more letter here. Do you know what this letter is? Can you tell me? It's the letter U. And the U says, ooh. Should we say ooh as we sing that song? I think we should. I like to oopals and bananas. I like to oopals and bananas. Let's sing it the right way one more time. I like to eat apples and bananas. I like to eat apples and bananas. And then I'm very full and I say, yum, 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 yum. And that's what Barney says, too. That was a lot of songs and stories about Barney's breakfast, but I think it was really fun. Oh, Barney wants to come back up. What do you have to say? I forgot something else I had for breakfast. I had ham. Oh, ham is very good. And that makes me think of something, Barney. All of these things that Barney had for breakfast and maybe you have for a meal, when you put them in the mouth and you feel them on your tongue, they have something called taste. And there are a lot of different kinds of tastes in here. Some tastes I don't like very much. That's true, but sometimes you try things and you get used to them, and then all of a sudden you think they're good. And there's a lot of different kinds of tastes. Some things are sweet,
Like bananas.
and some things are salty,
Like ham.
and some things are even a little bit sour.
Like maybe orange juice.
Yes, sometimes orange juice is sweet, and sometimes it can be sour. And you don't want to make a mistake and have a lemon instead of an orange, because that is very sour. So here's something you might want to try with your family, is gather some things and put them on a plate or even in a muffin tin, and everyone in your family can try them. And then you can decide, are they sweet, like a banana? Are they sour, like a lemon? Or are they salty, like ham? And you can try all different kinds of things that way. And you will be using the sense of taste on your tongue. Well, I think we had a good time today.
I did too.
And this is something else Barney did not have for breakfast today, but maybe you would have it. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Why don't we use that rhyme to say goodbye? We're going to say it quiet, and then we're going to say it loud first. I always like to go loud first, and then we'll do it quiet. And you can clap your hands. We've done a lot of clapping today, but it's very fun to keep the beat. Are you ready? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as loud as we can. Goodbye! Shall we try it quiet now? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as quiet as we can.